Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to what Reddit thinks about Pokemon Legends ZA. Today we're on episode 8. This series has been one of my favorite to do because I've been really active on Reddit and also on Twitter and some other places trying to find a lot of content for Pokemon Legends ZA because we haven't really had much released to us. Now, my speculation is going to be potentially early next year. We might find some information out, but who really knows? So if you guys are hyped for Pokemon Legends ZA, I know I still am, even though we're not getting much information, then definitely leave a like on this video and subscribe because as soon as any information drops, I'm going to be making videos on that. But since the leaker kind of finished up and released all those files and all that information to us about previous games, we haven't really had too much else for Pokemon Legends ZA, and I normally rely on Centro just to post a bunch of stuff, but that hasn't been happening either. So we have 3 posts today and 1 comment on one of these posts that we're going to talk about. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video for you guys. And if you have any sort of speculation, then comment them down below in the comments. So the first post here by Visible Aid, my mistake, is going to be place your bets for when we'll see Pokemon Legends ZA. I think we'll get it on Pokemon Day next year. What about you? So I think we're going to be getting some information on Pokemon Day, but we're not going to be seeing this game till late 2025 at least. Now, I know the hacker recently revealed that the game is pretty much done. There's just some translating and some, bonus features that need to be finished. So I think with the hacker, they're going to rework some of that stuff just to make the game a little bit different so the files aren't out there. So my guess is we're going to see the full game still in late 2025, but more information will be dropped on Pokemon Day in 2025, which is, I think, February. But this goes with a question for you guys as well. When do you think we'll get the next trailer or teaser? And also, what starter Pokemon do you think are going to be in Pokemon Legends ZA? I'm really interested to know your thoughts. Next up, we have a post here by Poodle Enthusiast. Now, the new discovery they just noticed. If you take a look at the end of the trailer where it shows the future map and the old style map, in the upper left corner, we see a bridge. In the same bridge, Gyarados swims under. The bridge is not there in the past map, as in we could be part of a development project the player has to take part in, which is quite interesting. Now, I went back and looked at the trailer, and previously when I've included trailer footage in my videos, they've been taken down. So if you guys want to look, definitely go back and check that out for yourself. But this was followed up by a comment by Remarkable Hand. And they say, I'm not sure on this one, but I think the leaker who leaked 1 terabyte of files said he played in it and also said something like you need to build up the city somehow as the story progresses. So this would be really cool if we're kind of in Lumiose City and we have to build ways to get out of the city. We have to build parts of the city up. We, have to clean up the city, or we just have to develop it as a trainer or potentially a gym leader or a champion. Now, that would be a really cool idea. And I know there's games out there where you have to play as a gym leader and you have to build up the city. And those are fan-made games. They're not actually real games, obviously. But this would be a really interesting thing to incorporate into a Pokemon game. Maybe we start in a futuristic Lumiose City or a past Lumiose City, and we have to build it up with different ideas compared to what we got in Generation 6. Now, I think that would be a really creative addition to the game. Maybe we complete side quests and different bonus challenges to add different things to the city. Maybe the cities are going to be completely different for everyone once you finish the game. It's just an interesting little thing to note. I actually would really enjoy this, as well as catching Pokemon, completing the Pokedex, and doing all those other things like becoming Pokemon champion. But it would be something that we've never seen from a Pokemon game before, but would it be something you guys would enjoy? And finally, this is a post that was posted by Centro Leaks, and it created a lot of stir online. Now, the Pokemon World Championships in 2025 went out and started advertising some things. So they put out a poster, and I think this is just because it's going to be a Generation 6 theme worlds to go along with returning to Lumiose City. But some people are speculating that we may just go back to having the original starters for the Kalos region, and they may potentially just get kind of a different form like some of the other starters in Pokemon Legends of Arceus. Now, Pokemon Legends ZA, I don't think it's going to actually have these starter Pokemon. This is just speculation. But it is interesting that they're theming Pokemon Worlds as Generation 6, considering we're returning to Lumio City in the next Pokemon game. Now, Centro did post some more in the comments, but it's quite interesting to see them gearing up for Pokemon World Championships in 2025 when we don't really have much else to go on the game that's coming out in 2025. But it's really cool to see some of these Pokemon like Jigglypuff, Murkrow, Vanilla, and obviously Froakie's on there too, Chespin, Fennekin, and also Toedscruel and Machamp get some love. And there's Meowth there actually in the car as well. And obviously Pikachu gets lots of love, but that's, just another thing to add. But it's really interesting to see them advertise for something else other than the big game that they're coming they're hoping to release in 2025, which makes people wonder if this is just the starter trio that we're going to get and they're going to have different typings and maybe their looks are a bit updated. So there we have it. That is this week's episode of What Reddit Thinks About Pokemon Legends ZA. Definitely answered the questions that I had in the video in the comments below, and I'll respond to you and let you know what I think as well. I'm going to be keeping on this series and going through Reddit and Twitter as much as I can. But if you guys have any speculations or any ideas, definitely drop them in the comments below. Thank you for all the love and support on this series. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.